Hello and welcome all. In our previous video, we discussed some of the most frequently asked questions from students just like you who want to go to New Zealand for their further studies. However, in that video, we couldn't cover all of your queries, so we are again back with the part 2. And to answer all the queries again, we are joined by Ms. Parvinder Kaur, who is an LIA expert and she has guided a lot of students in their educational journey to New Zealand. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, without delaying, starting with our very first query, ma'am, there is this one student. He has done his undergraduate degree in a different field than the masters that he want to go for New Zealand. So, he is asking that will this impact his visa?
Well, when you apply for your New Zealand visa and choose a course, there are various factors based on which the students may choose this course. Now, for this particular query, I may not be aware about the reasons, but if you've got a undergraduate degree in a different field and you are going for a master's course in a different field, what were the reasons you chose to do that master's course? This would be of quite importance in your statement of purpose. There are many applicants I come across who have done their undergraduate degree in one field, and after that they have got some work experience. That work experience was not directly related to that undergraduate field. Now the master's degree they chose to study in New Zealand was related to that work experience. So if the situation is like this, the master's degree you are wanting to study is based on the work experience you have, then it should not impact your New Zealand student visa application negatively.
Okay, so ma'am, moving on to our next query, which is related to gap. So this person is asking that he has a gap of 2 years between his last academic qualification and now. So will this affect his visa application, and should he address this gap in his application as well?
Yes, of course. While applying for your New Zealand student visa, applicants must take care that they address all their academics and work experience history. Now, answering the query regarding the gap, first and foremost, it is very important that the student understands what exactly the gap is. Gap means that you were not doing anything, you were not in preparation of any activity. So let's say that you are a student who has done his graduation 2 years back, and after that you were involved in preparing some examination as you wanted to join some government service here in India. Now, if you have evidence of that you appeared for certain examinations, unfortunately you couldn't clear it. Now you were involved in some activity. Now that activity was not exactly your academic study, it was not exactly your work experience, but it was something you were involved in, you were preparing for your future. So if this is a kind of situation, then the applicants can always attach the documentation and explain it in their statement of purpose, and this would serve the purpose. There are high chances of it. But if it's pure gap, like you did your qualification, then you just sat ideal thinking about that you will do this or you will do that, but no academic qualification, no work experience in this, then this may cause problem with the application.
Okay, so coming to our next query, I think this is a query which has been asked by a lot of people. I have previously been refused a visa for another country. So how might it affect my chances?
Previous visa applications may not be a problem with your New Zealand student visa application unless and until that refusal was based on some false information or false documentation. Every country has got their own student visa policy, so one country might find that you are not a suitable student for them. That doesn't mean that New Zealand would reject your visa solely based on the fact that your visa was rejected by some other country. So New Zealand has got its own policy. So you need to be a academically good student. You need to have funds for the duration of the course. You must not have any adverse immigration history. You must have the required English language ability. And if your documentation project that you are a genuine applicant and you have got enough funds for your study in New Zealand, then previous visa applications may not be a problem with the New Zealand student visa application. Applicants here must take care that the choice of course would hugely matter in this case. If the choice of course shows that you are not a genuine student, then of course that may be a problem.
Okay, so coming to the last query of this video, ma'am, what is a post-study work visa and what are the eligibility criteria and how long can a person stay and work in New Zealand after completing their studies?
Post-study work visa is a facility which is given to international students who choose to study in New Zealand. After the successful completion of the course, the students may apply for post-study work visa depending whether they fulfill all other requirements. Here I insist the applicants to take note that if they would like to avail the post-study work visa, then make sure that you choose a course which is eligible for a post-study work visa. In New Zealand, not all courses are eligible. So the post-study work visa would depend on the course you choose to study in New Zealand. Furthermore, the duration would also depend on the course. For example, if the students choose to study a master's degree, be it be a master's degree of 1 year, 18 months or 2 years. After the successful completion of the course, the students may be eligible to apply for a 3 years of post-study work visa. Similarly with bachelor's, if you do a 3 years bachelor's degree in New Zealand, you would be eligible to apply for a 3 years of post-study work visa. But if you choose to do a diploma which is in the green list, let's say the students choose to do a graduate diploma in early childhood education, the duration of this course is of 1 year. Now as it is in the green list, the students would be eligible to apply for a post-study work visa, but the duration would be of 1 year as the duration of the course is 1 year. So it would depend on various factors.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for the information that you provided. I hope you all like this video. For more personalized guidance, please contact West Highlander Immigration. Thank you.
Thank you.